So that was quite the episode last time. Also, I just noticed. Is this me or is that a rider figurine in the background from Fates Day Night? Interesting, I didn't notice that before. Enemy's face stiffened at my words, but she soon put out a forced smile.
お兄、つまんない冗談やめなよ。
That reaction wasn't like an enemy. Normally, rather than laughing and letting it slide, there's no doubt that she'd get pissed off and preach at me. Don't say that kind of thing, moron. Well, it wasn't like I cared. It didn't matter. If you wouldn't kill me, I no longer had any business with this enemy. I wouldn't mind if she vanished right away. Saratan and I gazed at each other. If Saratan were three-dimensional, she would surely be delighted to grant my wish. If I were going to be born as a delusionary existence anyway, I would have wanted to be born in the second dimension.
ねえ、そんな冗談は置いといて、その話があるんだ。あのね、お兄にもらったバングル、なくしちゃったの。
Now how did you lose that? I wonder.
どうせ適当に扱ってたんだろうとか言わないでね。ナナ、そんなことしてないもん。本当に大切にしてたもん。なのに、どこでなくしたのかもわかんなくて。
She treasured such a thing? How comical, from my perspective. There had to be a limit to how comical she could get. When you got down to it, it was something I'd given her. That sort of thing had no value.
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
For starters, there was reason to suspect whether or not I'd given an enemy the bracelet in the first place. Even that event may have been imaginary. Therefore, nothing in this world had any value. Nothing appearing in my memories had any value.
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
お兄が初めてくれたプレゼントだったのにな。なんでなくしちゃったりしたんだろう。
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
お兄、聞いてる？
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
お兄はどうしていつもそうなの？
Head lowered, fists clenched. Nanami muttered.
たまにはお兄ちゃんらしく頼りがいのあるとこ見せてよ。
What? You've come barking up the wrong tree. If you're gonna accuse me. Because I'm a delusionary existence. Oh, this music, it's so good.
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
All I stared at was Saratan's smile. There was no need to hear out what Nanami had to say, no point in listening, because I'm a delusionary existence.
今までずっとナナがしっかりしなきゃって思って頑張ってきたけど、でもね、やっぱりナナだってたまには誰かに甘えたいよ。誰かにじゃなくてお兄に甘えたいよ。
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
だってお兄はナナのお兄なんだから。お兄に頼りたいって思うことナナにもあるんだよ。
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
Come on, Takumi, snap out of it, please.
そりゃいつもああしろこうしろ言われてお兄も嫌だろうけど、それはお兄がだらしないから仕方なく。言いたいことはそういうことじゃなくて、
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
ナナだっていろいろ愚痴を聞いてもらいたい時とか泣きたい時とかあるんだよ。
And it goes both ways. I mean, it's fine to complain or vent at some moments, but it has to be both ways.
お兄に優しくしてもらいたい時とかあるんだよ。
僕は妄想じゃない。僕は妄想じゃない。
ねえ、お兄、ナナの話聞いてよ。
はあ、
ナナ、今すごく悲しいんだよ。お兄にもらった大切なバングル、声出して泣きたいくらい悲しくて辛くて、お兄に抱きしめてほしいのに、お兄に頭撫でて慰めてほしいのに。ねえ、お兄、今日だけはナナのわがまま受け止めてよ。
I absentmindedly raised my face. Nanami was crying. Even while she hung her head and fought to withstand it, tears kept falling from her bitterly. Oh, I'm kind of sad that scene had to end there. I'm just hoping that somehow Takumi can snap out of it. Upon opening the glass door and entering a place resembling a lobby, Sakyata Rimi shuddered. Air that seemed cold enough to freeze her came crawling up her legs. She sensed no one nearby, which was natural enough considering the kind of place this was. But when she thought about what waited ahead for her, Rimi ended up wanting someone to be here. Immediately in front of her was a soundproof door. The kind found in movie theaters. Coolness came floating from the crack beneath it, along with a white mist akin to dry ice. This place, I wonder. Rimi bit her lip hard. She held the T-sword with both hands. She'd already rebooted it.
だから大丈夫。だから、怖がっちゃダメだ。
Desperately telling herself this, Remy gulped in her breath and pushed the soundproof door open with her shoulder. What? What is that machine? Is that what the Nozomi Corporation was working on, that Noah 2 project? That thing looks terrifying for some reason. I don't even know what that is. Mimi's eyes widened at the spectacle spreading out there, all too colossal, a device that brought monsters to mind. It was ensconced in the center of a dome-shaped room. An eerie noise resounded faintly through the room's spacious interior. It was low, a sound like a beast growling. A sound signifying that the device was in operation.
Noah 2。
So it is that machine, that project that we were working on.
もう動いてるんだ。
君のおかげですよ。
A voice responded to the antipathy in Rimby's monologue. The instant that voice reached her ears, Rimby felt her soul quake.
崎畑リミ。1年半ぶりですね。
Rimi's instincts harbored terror. Trembling surged up from the depths of her heart. Hateful memories assaulted her. Her shadowed past seemed about to resurrect itself. Digging her head lightly and clenching the D-sword harder to endure it, Remy swept her gaze toward the direction where the voice had come from. A vast apparatus, Noah 2. Beside it, the figure of a tall, suit-clad man, and...
ナナちゃん。
What the hell? I'm just sitting here, my mouth is wide open. And I just remembered that Remy said that she was going to get Nanami. But seriously, what the hell? I'm trying to make sense of this. And I think, of course, Nanami in the delusion would be fine, but this isn't a delusion, so... This is the real Nanami, and the real Takumi is in the psychiatric hospital. Nishijo Nanami was being held captive there. A torn uniform, a blood-soaked bandage on her right wrist, a limply hanging head, a horribly pallid complexion. So, remember after the scene where Shogun tried to awaken Takumi by having Takumi on the rooftop grabbing the D-sword, which he failed. After that scene, it cuts to a small scene of blood dripping with Nanami held captive. I assume that was this Nanami. But that hand in the box way back when. I don't even know how that works. I assume that's the real world. A real cut off hand, but they somehow send that as an image into the machine to Takumi in the delusion? Or how does that work? She made such a painful sight. Made me lost all words. And so I would like to use this as a thumbnail, but spoilers. Like the crucified Jesus of Nazareth. No, that which captured Nanami wasn't something one could call a cross. It was a long way off, with so much malice filling its shape. All the evil in this world, all the chaos in this world, all the corruption in this world. It wouldn't have been an exaggeration to say that it represented all of them in a tangible form.
君がこの1年半どこで何をしていたかについて興味はありませんが、困りますね。あまりうろちょろされると。
And I think the scariest thing is, if I remember correctly, that the people that I assume this dude was reporting to in those scenes throughout this visual novel, those are, I think, rebelling against the Committee of 300. But if they're willing to go these lengths, it's insane. But I have, for some reason, I have trouble grasping what exactly they are trying to do. I mean that they are basically portraying delusions into people's blind spots, so they can alter perception. But to what point? For what purpose? That man, Norose Kenichi, had a placid manner of speaking, but his voice encompassed a blade-like sharpness. Frantically keeping herself from sinking down on the spot, Mimi glared at him.
ナナちゃんを離して。
ほう。まさかここに来たのはお友達を助けに来たという理由ですか？
ナナちゃんを離して。その子は何も関係ないでしょ。
では直接話してみてはどうですか？
Norose's suggestion confused Rimi. She was bluffing now, but the instant she saw Norose's face, her heart had woken to fear and her legs had begun quivering. Incapable of moving, he called out to Nanami, pinned up there.
ナナちゃん。
Nanami's head twitched. Tilting over her closed eyes, she raised her face and got Rimi in her empty sight.
リミさん。大丈夫。今助けてあげるから。
Midway through Rimi's sentence, Nanami's face contorted in anguish. She went white and took ragged breaths. I mean, I'm just wondering what the thing is that's keeping her captive. If it's just a device. I mean, I think it's more than just a device to keep her there, obviously. with his litter. Nanami's body slipped down from the cross.
ナナちゃん。ねえ、リミさん。
Lying down, lifting only her head, Nanami made her gaze drift about, as if she were searching for something.
ナナのバングル知らないかな。見つからなくて。ナナのバングルどこにもなくて。
Staggering upright, this time she began feeling around the area with her left hand.
バングルだね。分かった。私知ってるから。だから私と一緒にここを出よう。病院に行こうね。手が痛いよ。ナナはなんでリミさんのことを知ってるんだっけ。前にどこで会ったんだっけ。
Is this the first time they meet actually in person outside of the delusion?
リミさんなの。リミさんがナナのバングル。嘘。どうして。ひどいよ。
Realizing something was odd about Nanami, Rimi swiftly looked over at Norose. He was silently watching Rimi and Nanami's exchange, a mocking smile on his lips.
ナナちゃんに何を見せてるの。
Nanami's gaze was fixed on Rimi. She stood all the way up, slowly, shaking like a newborn fawn, and extended her right hand, as though to offer her upturned palm in Rimi's direction. A blood-stained bandage. It almost looked as if her hands were connected, but one scarlet droplet after another dripped and fell from it without stopping. A puddle of blood was forming at Nanami's feet. She needed treatment quickly. Yeah, we've seen that after that scene I mentioned. We saw her crying with a pool of blood. On the reverse side of her sense of urgency, Mimi wasn't able to draw any closer. Thus approaching Nanami also meant approaching that man. It frustrated her so much. She found herself on the verge of weeping.
リミさんが持ってたの。ナナちゃん、帰ろう。こっちに来て。どうして持ってくの。返して。ナナのバングル返して。落ち着いて、ナナちゃん。お兄からもらったナナの大切な。あれは誰にも渡したくないの。返してよ。ナナちゃん、返して。
Together with a cry of lamentation, What? Tea sword? What? One of the drops of blood spilling from Nanami's wrist rapidly crystallized before falling to the floor, with a drop at its core. A material like some kind of mineral came flying out of nothingness, almost as though an inorganic carapace were ripping through a rift in space. In the blink of an eye, it came together to form a single shape. Oh wow. I must say, those designs are just amazing. Also, she is indeed missing the right hand. One far more reminiscent of a cross than the thing that previously held Nanami. Or else, standing perpendicularly as though to reject everything before it. A sword.
これはディソード。返してよ。お願い。
Nanami held that sword to her chest, as though embracing it. Her tears overflowed in sorrow, falling toward it. The tea sword blinked in brilliant red, as if it were her pulse. It's just... this game is stepping up so much. Now, I feel this is almost like the finale of the story. But its story is so amazing, it's so good. I mean, I still have a lot of questions, but I have the feeling that they will be answered soon. But it just keeps surprising me, and it kind of makes me sad that the anime apparently is so bad.
ないと。リミさんのこと許さない。そんな。ナナちゃんもキガロマニアックスだったの？
I mean, someone, or Shogun, or whatever, is gathering these Gigalomaniacs all to one place. Because apparently the Gigalomaniacs are very rare, as stated previously. But for what purpose exactly?
今日だけはナナのわがまま受け止めてよ。
Nanami was crying, even while she hung her head and fought to withstand it. Tears kept falling from her bitterly. I took a single glance at her, and soon returned my line of sight to the ceiling, resuming the task of counting up the rusty spots.
抜かれたって僕には何もできないよ。僕は妄想の存在なんだから。妄想の。
そんなこと言わないでよ。お兄が妄想のはずないじゃん。だってナナは小さい頃のお兄のこと知ってるもん。いつもナナに世話かけさせてちっとも頼りにならないけど もお兄は昔からずっとナナと一緒だったよ。
I see. It was as Nanami said. I remember the time when Nanami was still small. I had memories of my childhood. I remembered being unable to go on a field trip in elementary school and watching stuff on TV about the accident my classmates' bus had gotten into. I remembered Mr. Saito, my homeroom teacher who had died then, too. The words of Rimi, someone totally unrelated to me, or the words of my sister, who had been raised with me since we were little. Wasn't it beyond obvious? Which I ought to believe in? Rimi wasn't the one in the right. Nanami was the one in the right. If Nanami were the real thing, then so was I.
Nanami.
I extended my hands towards Nanami. Nanami's existence was now my only hope. Hers was the only existence that could deliver me.
助けて。Nanami. 助けて。
お兄。
If Nanami's warmth were real, I could prove I was myself. If a lonely weeping Nanami wiped her tears, looked at me with reddened eyes, put on a tearful smile,
抱きしめてくれる？
I nodded, over and over. If it would bring Nanami salvation, if it would bring me salvation, I would embrace this cheeky little sister of mine happily, anytime. I would embrace her, the only one in this world, my sister who shared the same blood as me.
Nanami. 助けて。
Wanting to feel her warmth as soon as possible, I slowly circled my arms around the body that came leaping towards my chest. Tighter, tighter. I was about to hold her.
お兄。
Just before then, Nami's body became enveloped in pale light, broke down into an infinite number of tiny blue particles, and the particles burst in the air, one after another, like bubbles. And my outstretched hands embraced nothing. There was no warmth against my chest. Before my eyes, Nanami was annihilated. Ah!